I wasn't a good son. I wasn't a good son. Fuck, that's tough to say out loud.
No, you don't. Or who you are.
When I look at these now, she was so sick. That's a sick woman. The woman who gave birth to me never had the opportunity to really get to know me. The disease she had gotten around the time of my birth and her frequent drug use didn't allow us to have a true mother-son connection. I really wish she had gotten better.
Halfway through the first school year when I found out, like, Nick didn't know his dad. And like, that for me was hard, because like, I'm very close with my parents. And then I find out that his mom was paralyzed, you know, with MS. So it was really peeling back the layers that got me to know Nick.
I just always knew that she liked pills occasionally, even when she was a quadriplegic. It's to kind of take her mind off the day, as a lot of people get into, but I just knew that that was kind of her MO, her deal, so just a vice. I think we all have one of those.
I'm stuck in the blue.
First night we met, we started talking about his situation a little bit, and he told me about his mom briefly, but he brought her up, and then he was like, I can't believe I just told you that. Like, I don't tell people that have known me for years.
My best buddy. Say hi, Julia. I was a little nervous being a mother all over again. And I told my husband, I said, it's going to be temporary.
Well, my brother was very good friends with Gino Biondi. And after, I don't know how many years went by, and then my brother said, who is that little guy walking with Gino? And he said that was his grandson.
Just one of those things that happened where my daughter, you know, had an affair, and she was in a wheelchair, and we went, how the hell did that happen? And here comes Nick.
It was a shitty circumstance that he had, but he had it good enough with his grandparents that they didn't let him think about it in a way, you know, like kind of out of sight, out of mind.
So the MS didn't help, you know, for them to have a better connection. And Nick felt bad when he knew she was going.
No, you don't. Or who you are.
The last 3 weeks of going in that hospital, and it was tough because she couldn't speak at that point in time. So she would mouth like, I want to die. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And for 26 years of being bedridden, basically, it has to be so difficult to then face the reality of like, fuck, I just can't handle it. My body can't handle it. My mind cannot handle this.
He had some closure before she went. Because he felt that he was not a good son. Because he was there for her. But it was because he was here with us.
Just weird. You just love that person so immensely in their final moments, and you wish you did it more in the past. But those last 4 or 5 days were just special. Just spending that quality time, like, I felt like I made up for 20 years in 5 days. So the tattoo is a feather with my grandfather's initials, and then when my grandmother passes, she'll go there, and then my mom at some point in time will go inside the feather. All the people I love will go in here.
He had a little club in his hands, a little plastic one, and he would putt around, you know. And then my husband got the real things for him. My husband was his father. They did everything together. From golfing to do work around the house, to anything they did together.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Nick, let's go.
high school where our parents has to be there. Papa was always there. You feel all that. It's so hard.
As soon as it happened, I talked to him, and he was distraught. I mean, it was pretty much his father figure passing away. And that's when he really made his game better, because there's no place that Nick's really more content than on the golf course.
His dream is for golf. He could feel it, and he wants it so bad that it hurts me seeing him not being there, you know, because I know he wants it so bad.
I definitely like Googled like what is a pro golfer, and then I texted my friend and I was like, she golfs, and I was like, what does this mean, and is he good, and should I know this? And I like Googled his name, and he had like his own website, and I was like, okay. But I thought, yeah, like if you're a pro golfer, you must be like Tiger Woods. And I was like, wow, I was like, he seems so down to earth. I never would have guessed that. And then learning more, I'm like, oh, okay, it's not quite there yet.
When he called me in the one day, he's like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna turn pro. And I was like, okay, well, I don't really know what that means per se, but I was like, dude, we're here to support you, like whatever you're gonna do. And that's when he played probably a tournament every weekend that summer. And that was tough as his friend, because you're used to seeing this guy like during college breaks and everything, and we'd hang out all the time.
Go to class, 9 o'clock class, so I'd hit balls 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Go to class, get done with class, go to the golf course right down the street, practice all day until dark, get my work done, repeat the next morning.
It was a turning point in his career too. He decided this is what he wanted to do, and he was gonna go do it no matter what anyone said.
I was 10 years old. I can remember the event. I remember the shot I hit. It was a driver off the first hole, playing my first event. I just hit it 20, 30 yards past everyone. It felt pretty good. Knocked the next one on the green, made a birdie. So it was something where I just knew pretty instantly that I was longer than most of the kids, and just had a natural ability for it. My basement, not your ordinary basement by any stretch of the imagination. Got a little bit of everything. A couple trophies, my 2 NCAA national championship medals. My mailman and I do not get along, that's for sure. He's always dropping stuff off. Full kind of simulator room that we're in now. My other side is my golf room where I fix my golf clubs and make a little bit of money on the side to kind of support my golf.
What's up, Claire?
What's up, Cam?
Sorry to bother you.
We got the cameras out.
I know, you're a damn legend. You're a legend.
7 of them, my man?
That's 7.
We just exchanged grips because there's a shortage with COVID, everything going on. He needs grips. He does some of his own stuff. So stopped in to get some. So shafts probably. So we'll get to do a little work on it in a little bit.
My brother would be just at the golf course, and they were always playing golf and always friends. And then when Gino had passed away, I would say my brother kind of took Nick under his wing. Before my brother even had gotten sick, he decided that as a hobby, he would start regripping clubs and making clubs. Nick would come down, and then my brother started showing Nick how to do that. And then he'd say, no, Nick, you can't do it that way. You've got to do it this way. Do it over again. And and then after my brother had passed away, he would go down to the basement and sat there, and he would regrip clubs. I'd go down and say, Nick, are you okay? And he said, yep. He said, I'm having a conversation with your brother. He said, in this ear is Eddie. And he said, and this ear, he said, is my grandpa. And he said, I hear the voices of both of them going.
It's just something where I knew I wanted to play golf for a living. I knew I loved it from watching the guys here play the Corn Ferry event at my home club, the Nationwide Tour. I just loved the game. I loved everything about loading the car up on Monday and getting to the next event and trying to go shoot 64, 65. Providence Open coming up this week, and then I want to get into Pennsylvania Open Championship, and then hopefully some PJ Tour, Corn Ferry stuff, and see where we go from there.
Next on the tee, Nick Biondi. You have the honor. Play away, please.
Yeah, he drove it really well. He's been working on some swing changes, so it's nice to see it coming along. His iron's really solid. Chipped and putted well, so hopefully, he has a good week and kind of turns it around and gets it going. I mean, coming from the background he came from, it's awesome to see he's overcome it and doing really well. So, I'm pulling for him and love to beat him, but if not, not a bad guy to lose to. Enjoy it, bud.
I feel good. I mean, a lot has happened, lots has transpired in my life, so it was good just to get out and be competitive, and I wish I was going to get another day out there, but it was good. It was really solid. Just like that freedom, that sense of calm. I was kind of looking around and taking in the moment a little bit. It was just nice to be out there and be in nature and get to really enjoy it. I could feel her presence. It's just a long road of fixing clubs and doing grips when you want to be playing and you're watching Sunday afternoon, and that's where you want to be. That's where you feel like you deserve to be and work hard enough to be there. So it's going to feel really damn good when I get there. Hopefully I can be a better son, husband, father, and mentor to the people who look up to me. One can only hope, right? If you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. Life never goes as expected.